Welcome to what might be the worst idea I've ever had in nearly 4 years of doing this hobby. This video marks the start of a new series, Civilization 4 Caveman to Cosmos. C2C is a massive overhaul of Beyond the Sword. It was first released in 2008, and it still receives updates. I'll provide a link in the video description where you can go to learn more about the mod and download the latest official release. If you're feeling particularly adventurous, you can even download the latest fixes from SVN, but I didn't. As a preface, I'm a skilled Civilization 4 player. In my heyday, I could handle immortal games well and occasionally win on deity. I've recorded some matches, and people have asked me over the years whether I had A, played this mod, and B, if I'd record myself playing this mod. Now, I have spent a few hours on this mod before, and until this morning, I didn't think I'd ever play it again, let alone record it. Why? I never much cared for it. I left super lengthy Civ games behind me in 2007, and this mod makes Marathon look like a joke. To compound the problem, the game runs incredibly slow, even on a modern computer, and Civilization 4 already had issues running huge maps on modern computers for its time. And that can definitely be present even if you watch a series, say, recorded by the Mean Team, who is active on the Civ Fanatics forum and recorded a lot of Civ 4 playthroughs himself, would comment about that on like huge maps, even with like a modern computer. All that aside, I'm not quite sure if I'll finish a game of this on account of, advertised it could take 100 hours to play. But we'll go ahead and see. We're going to go ahead and load up a custom game here. This is actually what you're supposed to do. And I have no idea which situation I want to pick here. It's not like I read through the help files. I haven't played with any of the options. We're going with a completely standard base here. I think I remember some nice things about Perfect World 2F. So we'll go ahead and pick that. We will choose... Yeah, right. I think huge is the biggest you're ever going to see out of me, which I'm pretty sure is the first huge map I've ever played on my channel. We'll go with a low sea level, prehistoric era. Oh god. What is it, Snail? Is that the recommended one? Is it Eons? Eternity? I don't remember. I am a little scared. We'll go with Eternity. New world rules. I don't care. Start anywhere. We can allow Pangaeas. I don't care. We have a lot of potential victory conditions with which I am not familiar. As I said, only spent a few hours ever playing this mod. I honestly don't know what to expect. It'll be a learning phase together. I'm sure a few of you have. As for the options, I think I might leave everything standard. These are the standard options as they were just ended up in my lap. I don't know. Let's go through them all together. Advanced start allows no. No city raising, no. No city flipping from culture. City flipping after conquest, no. Raging barbarians, no. Aggressive AI, no. Unrestricted leaders, nah. Random personalities, no. Choose religions, I don't think that matters in this game. This situation, whatever. Permanent alliances, permanent war peace, complete kills. This one's really tempting. So is this. But in the interest of seeing what the conversion mod has to offer, I will leave those unchecked. No espionage now. Barbarian world. The barbarians start with a free city for every civilization in the game now. Disables the revolution mod component. New rebel civs will not attempt to break away from an empire their needs are not being met. I'll leave that checked. Civilization already owns? Nah. No inquisitions. Inquisitors. Okay. No barbarian civs. No tech diffusion. Start as minor civs. All players start as minor civs, meaning they are at war with everyone. Your civ will settle into a full civ, and you'll be able to conduct diplomacy after you discover writing. I like the sound of that. The Mountains mod makes it so that mountains are no longer impassable, can have some resources, can be worked by a city like all other tiles. I like that. Surround and Destroy adds military bonuses for surrounding enemy troops and cities, simulating real-world land ambushes. I like that. Advanced Diplomacy? Sure. Unlimited Wonders? Why not? Barbarian Generals? Oh, yeah. Assimilation. Captured civs retain their original civilization so they can build that civs you use and unique buildings. I guess I'll turn it on. Final 5? No. High to low? No. Increasing difficulty? Nope. Ruthless AIs? Great commanders? Nah. Culturally linked starts? No. Personalized map? Sure. Advanced economy? Okay. Your guess is as good as mine as to what sort of impact these will have on the game, but I figured I would record this. This is the setup video. Realistic culture spread? Culture spreads from cities in a more realistic fashion over low-lying areas more quickly than... Oh, that's cool. Nah. Realistic corporations? Sure. Religion decay? Yeah, why not? Barbarians cannot keep captured cities and will always raise them. Why not have them be assholes? United Nations. Poisoning waterholes. Sure. Modern corporations. What the hell? Advanced nukes. Sure. Use profits to found religions. I'll pass. This is not Civilization 5. I love how that's the determining factor I use for Civilization 5 and not say how the culture spreads. Good job, Grimith. No city limits for civics? Nah. Don't know whether I want to pick anything else here. Developing leaders. Leaders gain additional trait selections through the... Beta development, so may present some imbalances. Alright, I'll go ahead and leave that alone then. So those would be our settings. Given that I'm so unfamiliar with the game, and I'm beginning this game on a day when I'm resetting my sleep schedule, coming off Christmas, New Year's vacationing, we'll go ahead and play on Monarch. As for a leader, oh, you fucking got me. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Random it up. There we go. There won't be any music in this one. Feel free to play your own music in the background. Let's go ahead and start this up and see how long it takes. Ah, boy. Alright. Stress test in the computer. Thought Unreal Tournament 3 had a maximum graphics. Recording that and live broadcasting was crazy enough. Wait until you see Caveman to Cosmos, Grimith. Oh boy. Staying away from music in part because this the title screen contains music that I would rather not re-upload to YouTube. And in general, I think this mod also contains a lot of copyrighted music. I think it does. I'm not sure on that, but I'm going to err on the side of caution. I've been known to be wrong from time to time, though. I can't imagine how... I don't even want to think about how vast the larger map types are. Huge is a pain in enough ass for me. But maybe this super slow speed isn't quite balanced for this. Just like how if you're going to play a marathon game, you need to play on a large or huge map in order to try to have the best balance. Epic speed would probably be more for a large map. Otherwise, you just don't... Well, I'm not much of a marathon player anymore anyway. I left that behind me a long time ago, like I said. Okay. Revise C2C, running with the following components. Okay. I am Vittorio. Okay. The sun rises on the year 50,000 BC. Oh my good God almighty. Gonna be here for a while. Okay, he's expansive, politician, and temperamental. So, I'm gonna have to learn what the hell all that means. Alright, I will just try to have fun, thank you. Let's go in and save the game. Now consult the Civilopedia. There you are. It's like a Vittorio. Vittorio. Leaders. Lags a bit because it needs to load all of our leaders here. Vittorio. So, expansive provides +3 health per city, +1 unhappiness in the 6 largest cities, -20% great general emergence inside cultural borders, -25% experience gained from combat within own borders. Huh. -15% maintenance costs from distance to palace, -20% maintenance costs for number of cities, so it looks like I'd want to fight outside my borders for bigger experience gains here. 25% faster production of workers, 50% faster production of clones, 25% faster production of those things. Immigrant, Rapa Nui, okay. He's a politician, which 30% reduction to anarchy time from civic changes, -8 free military units, -10% military unit production, free loyal for espionage. The fuck? Okay. And I don't exactly feel like looking at that. -35% civic upkeep. We have some faster production for things and a +2 heaviness for Police Council. And then we have a negative trait here. Temperamental. -5% culture. -5% great person birth rate. -5% great general emergence. +20% military unit production. -5% experience points needed for unit promotions. New units receive -1 experience points. And +5% civic upkeep. So, what my brain is reading in my head right now is, Vittorio here isn't exactly the best warmonger to have ever ruled the galaxy. We have a little biography, which has curious word wrap. We're just going to leave that alone. So, my bubbles are on, but I have nothing to see right now, because we are in the prehistoric era. This technology tree is very vast. We start with nothing. Well, except for the few things that we've started with, and we're gonna have to work our way up. Now I'm gonna have to figure where the hell I go from here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick nomadic lifestyle first. We have here a band of Homo sapiens and a stone thrower. Now the game recommends I settle here. Very tall grass. There's also a lot more terrain types too. I suppose in the grand scheme of things, me losing a turn isn't exactly bad. On account of Yonesino Mountain. Right, it, like, names things. Mount Atsima. Oh my goodness. Whew. Might have some trouble pronunciations here. Now, if I settle there, I'll get rid of a forest. But then again, I'm trying to apply real people Civ 4 mechanics. I like where this is, although I think I'm going to get rid of the very tall grass by settling here. But you live and learn, right? No. So we have Trento. Yeah, I guess we'll keep Trento. Let's have some names I can't pronounce. Examine the city here. We have a lot of options and things to look at over the passage of time. Large cities are oppressive, and we hate our government. But we actually have managed to avoid unhealth, courtesy of our civilization here. And we have people that we can make right now. Maybe for the time being, I'll probably not make some wealth. We're also pretty zoomed out far on this thing. I guess we kind of need to be. Maybe all of these tiles are future possible workable tiles. Whew. Let's go ahead and make a stone thrower right now. Is that the tile I want you to work? I actually do like that tile better. So that's fine with me. Not exactly concerned about you growing anyway. Apparently the stone thrower consumes food, so, okay. Now we have a tribal guardian here, who gets plus 200% city defense and a plus 50% versus criminals. Seems like he's the guy who looks after our capital city here, our tribe. Automate hunt. Automate hunt. I don't think I want to animate my units so much. I always get scared whenever I do shit like that, particularly in this situation. We've got 14,000 turns to go, everyone. Emor Lane Mountain. Alright. And you can head this way. Let's find people and conquer them. This is the first turn, which always takes the longest in a Civ game in the process. Maybe the other turns will not take as long. So we got ourselves a wonder here. And special... Alright. Okay. So we actually have gone into unhealth now, courtesy of the buildings that were just spontaneously produced. That's a way to curb you down in the beginning, so that you don't grow vast. And you can see, my food requirement is fucking huge. Let's study some values here. Looks like I would really rather work that tile. I'm not going to grow anyway, so what the hell's the point, right? I can work that, I can get the stone thrower done faster, and I research nomadic lifestyle quicker due to the commerce that I get from that. I wonder what that minus 19 means. Well, I'm sure it's not important. Stick to the coastline. I don't know how long it takes before barbarian animals start spawning, so I guess I could probably walk away. Also, I probably should have turned the graphic settings to lower settings. That way the turns could go faster and the game wouldn't look as pretty. I would get over it. Now we have a goody hut there. That's nice. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and, I don't think I'm under any threat of losing that goody hut right now. I want to explore as much as I can. You know, see everything I can see. I'm going to keep the tile yields on because they help me process things, particularly at nearly 3:30 in the morning. Let's go ahead and walk that way now. Alright, so we might be on the east side of some sort of Pangea. But I'm not exactly in any rush. We have a lot of time. So no big deal. I do want to map out as much as I can. Now, we're not under any threat to lose Trinto here for a long time, courtesy of the Tripod Guardian. He's going to be strongly entrenched in there and fortified. He's got his plus 200%, city bonus. He's going to be great. And if anyone comes from this direction, say, and attacks across the river, that'd even be better.
Language is not only the vehicle of thought, it is a great and efficient instrument in thinking. Okay, that's good. I got the only other possible tech I could have gotten, and I didn't have to worry about, losing progress here, I felt like I'd wasted nomadic lifestyle here. And apparently we enabled a bunch of building wonder of nature things. Would I like to start a revolution for native language? Oh god. Let's scroll through the options here. There's a lot of civics in this game. And take a gander here at the bottom by the looks of things. Your nation has speaks. Your nation has speaks in grunts and gestures. Versus native language. Plus 5% beakers, plus 5% culture in all cities. Okay, yeah, sure. I think that seems worthwhile. So we'll go ahead and pick that up, and we'll get started on the revolution. I think we can afford the turns. We're going to be here for a while, right? This might be something that takes me all year to finish, like, Rewarding the Rewarders games, which this is not a part of, by the way. It's something I just wanted to play. Struck my fancy. Okay, that solves my thoughts on the matter. I just wanted to have this mapped out for future settlement location possibilities. I wanted to have knowledge of resource bubbles as I learned about those resources. Okay, we're at 12 beakers per turn. I don't think that increased. It might have by 1 from 11. Anarchy is over. Let's go ahead and route ourselves back in this direction, and then we'll head on southwest from our current position. We're getting a stone thrower just because I want to have an extra unit to move around here, despite the fact that stone throwers aren't exactly the most exciting things in sliced bread. Besides, it's still only one of 2 things we can produce here. So, I think we'll stick with it. Alright, so we have our own language that we're speaking to each other. We are the Italian Empire, and we are a minor civ. Which means that, well, diplomacy is not possible, I think, until we get writing. And every other civ we find on the map, we're going to be at war with them. It's like always war, only the AI doesn't snowball you. And attack stupidly into fortified longbowmen. That's how always war situations go. If you're playing on the right difficulty, anyway. Okay. Go ahead and shift on down here. We're slowly getting that stone thrower done. Slowly being the operative word. Turns aren't going by so bad right now, but we are pretty early in the game. And I am loath to auto-map through tiles from time to time because that doesn't help me find dangers, like animals. And animals and barbarians are very valuable things to know about. So it seems that we can now research 2 different things: gathering or cave dwelling. What does cave dwelling do for us? Obviously we're going to grab both. Enable city garrison 1. Whatever.
I must down to the seas again, to the vagrant gypsy life, to the gull's way and the whale's way, where the wind's like a whetted knife.
Right. I guess I didn't see that, so we needed to share that to me.
Laughing fellow then quiet sleep and a sweet dream when the long trick's over.
Okay, taking a bigger picture look here at the things that we could possibly get. Something that might be exciting for me would be, first off, no, not that. We do want gathering, and then afterwards, I want things that will help me improve happiness and health. So, also, stronger people. Tracking here. Got a lot of options. There's just so many tags, and I'm kind of overwhelmed here. It's kind of a problem. Storyteller. Butchery. Reveals a lot of resources. I tell you what. Let's pick a big picture thing. Like, say, a big picture thing that'll give me a little bit of happiness that I can think of that might be useful. Might be going too far here into the future. Counting, druidism, petroglyphs. Oh God. Well, so much for my ability to plan what I might be going through. Hunting sounds like it would be a thing, yes. Yes, we will hunt. We will hunt. And that's that. If I'm going to spend this much time in individual turns, I ain't going any fucking where. Barbarians might take a long time to spawn on, well, you know, like animals. I'm not exactly sure how their spawn rates might have been changed for this mod. Oh boy, a map. Just what I always wanted. Still just as useful in C2C, I'm sure, as it is in the base game. Mount Sinai has been discovered in a faraway land. Okay. That's cool. Discover the coast there a bit. I think it's the blue marble texture pack. I guess it looks pretty. Pretty is not exactly what I play strategy games for, though. Not so much a casual gamer as just a fan of the strategy and tactics. I guess it doesn't hurt. Try to stick to defensive terrain. Try not to move too far into the open, and limit my options to potentially get crushed by animals. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get a wanderer here. I guess. And I see no reason not to continue working on that tile. You, I think I'll keep you here for the time, too. Just sort of like a backup unit for the time being, and we'll see what happens. And I could put these guys on, like, automate, but I like to control units myself. Can't trust the AI to do things. Alright. Got an interesting range of mountains there on that northern coast. You know, I haven't met anyone yet, and I'm starting to get a little concerned. I shouldn't be on my own. I hope I'm not on my own. Oh! We found our first little critter there. Our club band will hopefully be victorious. Should the critter choose to attack. And it did. Now, our club band killed it, and thus brought one hammer and one food back to Trento. Of course, that food is completely fucking wasted, on account of the fact that there is no way in hell this place is self-sustaining at all. It's a problem. We'll go ahead and sentry until healed. And move on to that terrain and overlook what we have here, which is some scrublands and some rocky lands. Alright. Okay, well, I think we'll go ahead and end the first video here. That'll give me a chance to look at everything and make sure it all looks okay. I will also, I don't know, cry. We're gonna be here for a while.